Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Listen, if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you can be advised when I am dropping new gems for you. But if this is your first time on my platform, let me introduce myself. My name is Abigail Couzens. I am the two-time author of the books titled My Unspoken Truth Now Told, where I share my story of surviving sexual abuse and molestation starting at the age of 7. It's an amazing, amazing book. I highly recommend you to read it, not because I wrote it, but because I really dropped really good gems for parents and adolescents and all young adults who are struggling from sexual abuse and molestation. My second book, Women in Posture, I help men and women to reposture themselves, to take their rightful places as sons and daughters of Christ. Very, very exciting news, guys. This book, My Unspoken Truth Now Told, is now available in Spanish. Yes, My Unspoken Truth Now Told is now available in Spanish. I'm super excited. You can find any of these books available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Super excited about that. All right, so let's dive into this video. In this video today, we are going to be discussing revising your paper. So this platform is for writers, is for inspiring authors and authors that is preparing to drop another book. In my previous videos, I shared with you how to brainstorm before you actually write a manuscript, before you start writing. I dropped a video sharing with you drafting for beginners, okay? And now this video is just information to help you how to revise your paper. It's a major, major step that you want to take and not take lightly. Just because you drafted your manuscript, just because you drafted your paper does not mean that it is print ready. All right, after you drafted your paper 5 times, 6 times, doesn't matter how many times you drafted your paper, it still needs to go through a revision process. Okay, so I'm going to go through that process with you today. So excuse me if I'm looking down, but I wrote notes that I do not want to miss to share with you. So why is revising so important? Point number 1 is simply because you are not going to find all of your mistakes through a draft. You're not. Whether you draft your manuscript or whether you draft your paper 2 times or 3 times, you're not going to find all of your mistakes in one draft. So you want to give yourself that opportunity to revise your paper to look for last minute errors. Okay, while you are revising your paper, I also highly suggest that you invite a friend over to your house so that they can read what you have written. A lot of times we think a lot of things and we think that what we're thinking about we're putting on paper, but we're actually not. We're missing words, we're missing points, because in our minds it's already written out and we think that what we are thinking about we are typing out. Sometimes we're not, and so we're actually missing the point of what we want our manuscript or our paper for school to be sounding like. So very important for you to grab a friend, phone a friend, have them come over, read what you have already written. Also, it's so important for you to revise your paper out loud. I can't stress this enough. You get so much out of your own writing when you hear it. Yes, a lot of times when we are just inwardly reading our manuscripts, again, we know what it should say, so we kind of just bypass it and we say what's not there. But when you are saying it out loud, it just brings a different feel and it gives it a different meaning to your manuscript. And when you hear it, you often can catch things like, that didn't make sense. That word isn't even there. Or that word shouldn't be there. So that is the reason why you want to revise your paper out loud. Super important. Cannot stress that enough. Another important reason why you want to go through this revision process is because it gives you an opportunity to add or delete anything that is in your manuscript / paper that should not be there. It will also give you an opportunity to kind of revamp your manuscript. So revision is so important, again, because it gives you a last chance opportunity to either add, delete, or just kind of redo your whole paper. Super important process. You don't want to miss it. Okay. So we talked about reading it out loud. We talked about having someone else read it. And last but not least, you want to ask the person that is reading your manuscript, ask them what they got out of it. Ask them what was the high points, what was the low points. And don't tell them ahead of time before they start reading. Don't tell them what they should get out of it. Let them go into it with an open mind so that they can give you their honest opinion, so that they can tell you honestly what they got from your writing. Okay, you don't want to brainwash them. And when they're reading now the manuscript, now they're like, oh, okay, well, I can see where I can see. No, you don't want them to have those types of feelings. So do not tell them ahead of time what they should be expecting. Just let them read your manuscript and let them tell you what they got from your writing. Now, when you are going through your whole revision process, you want to ask yourself these important questions. One, you want to ask yourself, is this manuscript worth reading? You want to ask yourself, that's a hard question, and don't be biased because you wrote it. But if you wrote it and you're bored reading your own manuscript, think about your audience. If you're bored reading your own manuscript, it may not be a strong enough manuscript to print. All right, so while you are in this revision process, which is a great state to be in, you want to ask yourself, what are you asking yourself? Is it worth reading? Hard question to ask yourself. Okay, next, you want to ask yourself, what is the big picture? What is the big picture here? And then you want to make sure while you're going through your revision process that every paragraph is taking the reader to the big picture. Okay, if you've gone through 2 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs, and it has nothing to do with your big picture, you may want to delete those paragraphs or maybe revamp those paragraphs. Okay, but each paragraph should be taking the reader to your big picture. Every sentence you write on your manuscript, every sentence that you are going to print in your upcoming book should take the reader to the big picture. So while you are revising your manuscript, ask yourself, keep in mind, is this sentence, did this paragraph just help me take my big picture to the next level? Ask yourself those questions while you are going through this whole revision process. While you are going through your revision process, do not worry about commas, periods, explanation points, or anything like that. Do not worry about those things. Those things are not important just yet. We're not editing. We are revising your paper. Okay, so do not focus on those things. Those things are not important right now. Just focus on, are my paragraphs cool? Are my sentences cool? Is it all getting, is it getting the point to the big picture? But do not spend your revision time worried about your punctuations. It's not editing season. It is revision season. So try to separate the two. All right, so, and listen, if you need further assistance, if you need more help with your manuscript or with your paper, listen, my name is Abigail Couzens. I am the CEO, owner of Posture Me LLC, where I help individuals write or rewrite their manuscripts. So if you have a manuscript in process and you maybe need an editor or a proofreader, or you may need a ghostwriter, you may need someone to fill in the blanks, I am that person. My business is here to be of service to you. So don't be afraid to leave me a message. I'll also leave my email, my point of contact in the comment section, not in the comment section. I will leave it in the subscription below so that you can reach out to me, and any way that I can assist you, I will be just that for you. So good luck in your writing, guys. Take your time, enjoy the revision process, because again, it gives you an opportunity to kind of re-ramp everything, and it really, really, really is going to help you bring out the big picture for your manuscript. So God bless you guys, and until next time, don't forget to subscribe.